guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, now in this channel I'm also telling about, welcome to my YouTube channel Asad Soliaangi Ali. Okay, so now in this channel I'm also telling about what is perception. It is a first part of my video. Okay, so now let's start. In this video I'm also explain what is perception. Okay, so now search here what is perception, explain in detail. Okay, so search here what is perception. Okay, now in this video I'm also explain what is perception. What is perception? In simple words, perception is the organization, identification and interpretation of sensory information. Okay, of sensory information to represent and understand the presented environment or information. All perception involves single that go through the nervous system, which is turn result from physical and chemical stimulation of the sensory systems. Okay, so what is perception? Okay, so now guys, in this video, what is perception? Okay, our while our sensory receptors are constantly collecting information from the environment, it is ultimately how we interpret that information that affects how we interact with the world. Perception refers to the way sensory information is organized, interpreted, and consciously experienced. Perception involves both bottom and top down processings. Okay, bottom up processing refers to the fact that perceptions are built from sensory input. On the other hand, how we interpret those sensations is influenced by our available knowledge, our experiences, and our thoughts. This is called top down processing. Look at the shape in figure 1 below. Seen alone, your brain engages in bottom up processing. There are two thick vertical lines and three thin horizontal lines. There is no context to give it a specific meaning, so there is no top down processing involved. Now, look at the same shape in two different contexts surrounded by sequential letters. Your brain expects the shape to be a letter and to complete the sequence. In that context, you perceive the lines to form the shape of letter B. Surrounded by numbers, the same shape now looks like the number. Okay, so when give a context, your perception is driven by your cognitive expectations. Now you are processing the shape in a top down fashion. One way to think of this concept is that sensation is a physical process, whereas perception is psychological. For example, upon walking into a kitchen and smelling the scent of baking cinnamon rolls, the sensation is the scent receptors detecting the odors of cinnamon, but the perception may be mums that these smells like the bread grandma used to bake when the family gathered for holidays. Although our perceptions are built from sensations, not all sensations result in perception. In fact, we often don't perceive stimuli that remain relatively constant over prolonged periods of time. This is known as sensory adaptation. Imagine enter a classroom with an old analog clock. Upon first entering the room, you can hear the ticking of the clock as you begin to engage in conversation with classmates or listen to your professor greet the class. You are no longer aware of the ticking. The clock is still ticking, and that information is still off, affecting sensory receptors of the auditory system. The fact that you no longer perceive the sound demonstrates sensory adoptions So adoption and shows that while closely associated, sensation and perception are different. I hope you also like this video. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Inshallah, we will meet again in part 2. Okay, so part 2 I'm also telling about factors of perception. Allah Hafiz.